We're back. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, train spotter. It just cut out. It does that every now and then for some reason. I don't know why. It just randomly drops. I knew it was going to happen because I could see there were like 85 people watching, then all of a sudden it went down to 60, then to 50, then to 40, then to 30. I thought, aye, what's going on here? You just know that it's something amiss. Yeah, I don't know why it did that, Senga. It did it the other day, just randomly cut off, and I can tell on screen that it's done it because I can see the people viewing. The number drops right down. It goes down in tens really fast. And I thought, it's dropped out as this. You know what I mean? Just no reason. I've got a full signal. I'm on 5G. I've got full bars. I'm on unlimited data, so there should be no problem as far as that's concerned. So, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. 2 lives going at once. I wonder how we did that. Must have had 2 phones on the go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good area this. I always get full bars and I've got 5G and everything. It's always a good signal here. And the sun is shining at the moment, believe it or not. His stream cut when he done a new one. The other one was still running, same phone. Ah, weird. Yeah, because I've tried to think of a way of having 2 cameras running so you get 2 views, but I don't think it'd work right on the screen. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you'd be able to see, because can you imagine if you're watching on a phone now, you can see this. Well, you can see the same picture as I can see, obviously. And if it were 2 smaller screens, you won't be able to see out. You know what I mean? It'd be too small to view. Because I were thinking of that, using StreamYard and putting two cameras to StreamYard, but it'd be too small to watch, and I don't think it'd have fit in with the format. You know what I mean? The short format. Lightning just passed over me. Oh well. Are you on about lightning as in streaks of lightning? Or are you on about lightning as in the jet aeroplane? Hello, ABCDFGLI. Yadam, how we doing? Hello, Yorkshire Railway Adventures, how we doing? Streaks of lightning, excellent. Yeah, I had some the other night. Weren't last night, it went night before, Thursday night. Late on, it was about 12:30. I was just getting into my pit, and I kept seeing the room kept lighting up. Only a couple though, with a little tiny bit of thunder, but not much. You know. Oh yeah, I watched it last night. There's some comics up there, isn't there? My God. That Francis or whatever he were called. Bloody hell. There's some comics. I wouldn't like to walk around at the side of that river late at night, where that grassed area were. No way. You sound like that Harry Potter chap. God forbid that. How many people keep saying that I sound like Professor Snape? And I still haven't watched him. The Broomer, yeah. I still haven't watched Professor Snape. Everybody keeps saying that. You sound like Professor Snape of Harry Potter. I am going to have to watch him on YouTube to see, you know. I know who he is. It's that Alan Rickman. He's dead in real life now. But he played a part of Professor Snape, and everybody says, oh, you sound like him. Thinking, what? Correct. Subscribe, that's one. Double tap the screen. Watch that little thumb up there. If I go there you go, it's gone up to number 3. Yeah. Professor Snape. What have we got coming down? 181 and 85. Just the normal run-of-the-mill stuff, I'm afraid. Hello, Jeanette. How are we doing? How's it going? What's the weather like over there? It's been chucking it down here. This is my second stream. My first one packed up for some reason halfway through. Well, say halfway through. I'd only started about 20 minutes ago, but just dropped off for some reason. Hello, Jay. How are we doing? Hello, DRS Zone. How are we doing? Spark Cherry 8 0. Good, from Australia. Excellent. G'day, sport. Australia. We had ranger, yeah, we did and all. How's the weather for you? At the moment, the sun's shining, but it's been absolutely terrible for the last hour. Hello, I'm a rail fan. Yo, I'm back. Bounced it down, yeah. Yeah, that's just what it was like here. When's the next train due? There's one due very short. In fact, there's 2 approaching at the moment, both on the track nearest to the camera. It's absolutely tipping it down right now. Whereabouts you, DRS Zone? I forgot. Are you Somerset, something like that, or Nottingham? I forget where people are. I know Stuart's in Stockport, wherever Stuart is. Hello, what Mooney? How are we doing? Hello, I'm in Debast, back again after that stream dropping out. I don't know why it dropped out. No idea. Oh my god. The lycra joggers are out. Jesus. Let's see what I'd see to put the views up. Anyway, moving on. Absolutely horrible, yeah. Gonna do some baking later. Which part of England? Yeah, in the northwest. Oh, DRS zone south, yeah. Absolutely horrible. Hello, John Rose, how are we doing? I know somebody called John Rose in real life. Haven't yard yet, Mooney. Excellent. I like steam trains, yeah, so do I. Here comes a class 323. Hello, Easter Cross, how are we doing? Hello, Car Fan, how are we doing? Sun's that bright now, I can't see the screen. Can't win, can you? If that's a way, kinda. Excellent. I'm a rail fan, how are we doing? I picked Sahu. Hello. How are we doing? Hello. I am from India. Excellent. In and on Clue. Excellent. Don't know what you mean there, in on Clue, but I'll run with it. Hello, I'm a rail fan. You're from Poland. Excellent. Jaipur, India. Jaipur, India. Excellent. Blimey, it can't win here. It's, one minute it's raining hard, now it's absolutely roasting. Safe travels. Thank you. Where is train? Good question. I don't know. There's one due on the track nearest to us in about 2 minutes. It's currently at the station, which is about a mile straight ahead. Indian train. No, it's not an Indian train, is it? Because I'm in the United Kingdom. What time did you get there? Today, about an hour ago now. Hello, Irina. How are we doing? Yeah, about an hour ago I arrived here. And then I started streaming, and for some reason it just cut out. Love from India. Very good. Doesn't look like Emirates flying here today. Can't find it on Skyscan. Oh dear. How are we doing, Irina? Namanst. I'm fine, thanks. I just listened to your perfect English pronunciation. Thank you very much, Arena. Is there going to be a steam train today? No, I'm afraid not. Not here, anyway. I did check this morning, and Sir Nigel Gresley's running on Monday, I think, but not today. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Double tap the screen. That's why I subbed. Excellent, Irina. Making me go red. You don't think... I had a question for you, Irina. Do you think I sound like Professor Snape off Harry Potter? Because everybody else does. Hello, Train Spotted Kyle. How are we doing? I need to stretch my leg out a bit. The world me flipping... Let me put this window down. Hopefully when I open the window fully, I'll move out of the way of the thing. Oh, you are a native speaker. So just let me sort that out. Do your best Professor Snape impression. Yeah, I don't know what he says though, Professor Snape. I've never actually heard him in there. God, the sun's so bright. Just go through the camera slightly. Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter. I've just been vibing at a railroad crossing. Excellent. Toot toot. Found it. Landing in 27 minutes. Excellent. Have you ever been down to Portsmouth? No, I have been to Portsmouth, but it's a good few years ago, because there's a bridge there, isn't there? You have to pay to cross. I can remember going over it in wagon, like a toll bridge. Yeah, but go over the bridge, you have to go round the bay, sort of thing, if I remember rightly. I have sailed from there to the Isle of Wight. Excellent. I have 3 HO train models. I go to Portsmouth and Southampton every month. It's a long journey down there, yeah it is. I used to go on Mondays. I used to leave here on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock and go down the motorway, and then I used to go through a main road that used to go through Oxford and all that lot. I can't remember the name of my road at motorway or anything, it's a long time ago. I used to go down through Oxford, and then I used to deliver to all these garden centres all the way down to Penzance. I can remember one place I used to go to regular called Trago Mills, and I think it was near Lisgard. Trago Mills, that's all I can remember. I used to go there a lot. There's a garden centre in there, and I used to deliver to garden centre. It's that bright, so I'm struggling to read chat because I can't see the bloody screen. Problem is the sunlight's making my sunglasses go dark. Sailed from. Hello, I can see that. The Uber Gornak, how we doing? Yeah, the bright sunlight's making my glasses go dark, so I can't see now. Hello, Wilderness boy. Is this Indonesia? No, it's not. This is the United Kingdom, England. Don't forget, tap on that screen, double tap the screen, and subscribe if you want to. I haven't been able to stream proper really for the last 2 or 3 days because of the weather. It's just been horrendous. You know, I normally have my camera clamped to the fence in a better position with a better view, but you can't do it when the weather's hit and miss like this. Hello, Wilderness boy. Says Harang Jawa Kamu Harang Mana Kaka. Excellent. I know what you mean. It's Jaga Puba Doodle Da. Yep, got you. Sorry, but I just don't understand the word you said. Hello, Neil Butler. How we doing? Love it. The sun is out and the sky is, well, bluish in places. You said that very nicely. Yeah. I try my best, Jeanette, you know. I'm a diverse host. I like to jump on board, you know what I mean? Pardon the pun. Who knew you spoke that language? Yeah. Well, I'm multilingual. I'll have to do it out. I'll have a crack at anything, me. Look at all these damn trains, for God's sake. Think it was Christmas Day, wouldn't you, with lack of trains? Must be the electricity from the trains make that flash, as I've seen it there again. You saw another flash? Oh well, I didn't see anything flash. I must admit though, I can see the screen on one phone, which I'm watching the stream on, but I can't see it on the phone that's actually filming the stream because of the bright sunlight. When my glasses go pitch black, so I can't see a sausage through them, if you know what I mean. It's made them go dark, even though you probably can't see on camera, but everything's gone dark in the bright sunlight. I've got my weather protection system here, but it's still in the prototype stages, but it looks somewhat like that. Giant Tupperware box. I do have a large collection of huge Tupperware boxes because my next door neighbour works at a Tupperware box factory. Your pronunciation is very good, Richard. Even though I do sound like Professor Snape. Somebody said to me once you could read the phone book to me at bedtime and it'd be just so relaxing. I said, you what? Read the phone book? Oh, I've got a lot of Tupperware, me, Jeanette. There's never an ending flow of it. I've got in my hallway, in my little vestibule hallway thing, whatever you want to call it. I've got a shelf there and it's full of Tupperware pasta holders. You know, the tall cylindrical pasta holders. God knows what I'm going to do with them. Because I don't even keep pasta. It's on my second shelf down. On top shelf, it's my adult nappy collection that was sent to me by mistake by Amazon. Not too sure what they're trying to tell me at Amazon, but there we go. Can never have too many adult nappies. So funny that day. Mum said to me, she says, what have you ordered here? I said, I haven't ordered out. And that, she rung me up and I'm looking on me, you know, on my orders page. I thought, have I ordered something? And forgot. And out there, she says, there's 2 big boxes for you. So you sure they're for me? Anyway, they were like, so I get some home opened up and they were full of adult nappies. Men's nappies. What the hell's all that about? I'm drawing a painting, Noel Gallagher, on a porcelain towel. That's excellent, Sanger. I'm going to have to send you a picture and you can do a drawing for me. Send you a picture of a train and then you can email it back to me and I'll print it and put it in a frame. Mine's are better or clean easy. Oh, mine are don't know the name of the firm. No idea. They're the tubs that you would like buy things in when you buy stuff from shop, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. But he gave me loads, and he kept, for a spell, he kept leaving them at my front door, and I said, I'm all right for a bit now for Tupperware, I'm okay. Oh, let me know if you need any more. I thought, I'm not going to need any more while I'm on this planet now. Hello, Marcus, the MRL class. How are we doing? Yeah, Jeanette, the three bears, yeah. That was so funny, that. Bedtime stories with Jeanette. What was it? Who's been eating my porridge? Who's eating all my porridge? Who's broken my chair? Who's been sleeping in my bed? And that person's still in my bed. Oh, that was so funny. Hello, Ferdius Banu. What am I doing? What do you think I'm doing? Let's play a game. Let's play a little game. Crikey, I sounded like Jigsaw then, didn't I? Where am I? I'm in the United Kingdom, Ferdius Banu. Yeah, Jackanory, you'd be good at that, Jeanette. Jackanory. Forgot about that, Jackanory. Now train will depart. Yeah, sooner or later one will depart. That is for sure. I don't know where they're all hiding at the moment, but sooner or later something will appear. If I can stop laughing long enough. Yeah. Hello, Kanan Jones. How are you doing? Can somebody get rid of Ferdius Banu, the annoying idiot? I wondered how long it'd be before I found the first village missing an idiot, and he's number one for today. How's it going, Kanan? I knew he was going to be an idiot, Tim. You just know it. You just know. You can tell when the circus comes to town. You just know it. Have a channel with no content, no subscribers and no nothing. You know the sorts. So they just come on criticising everybody else, you know, because there's nothing better in their hollow little lives. Anyway, today I saw a variety of freight. I had containers, grain and lots more. Even a new train under its own power. Excellent. Kanan Jones freight, there will be some soon. I don't know when, but there will be some, definitely. There were supposed to be two specials, but just let me have a look at the timetable. I think they've both been cancelled, bless them. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. What time are we on now? 12:44. Yeah, there was supposed to be one at 12:42 to go into Carnforth Steamtown, but that's it's not run anyway because it's not even set off, so that's going to be a cancel. And before that, there was one from a place called, I forgot what it was called, but again going up to Carnforth, and that's disappeared off the network, off the, you know, come up as a cancellation. Really annoying. Fortunately, as far as freight comes. Hello, Stuart. How are we doing? How's it going, Stuart? Personally, I think it's my humbleness and humility, but I wouldn't like to say certainly, Stuart. You're awake. Excellent. I've been awake for hours. Well, at least I think I have, unless I'm just imagining it. If I knew you were coming, I would have hid. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. Baked a cake. Baked a cake. Something coming down the fast line. And something coming up the up slow. And down fast, I'm sure it's a Pendolino looking at that head code. Yes, it is. Pendolino approaching. Baked a pie. Now you mentioned baking, Stuart, I'm getting my apron on later. Getting my apron out later is excellent. Hooray. Gingerbread blondies and banana chocolate chip cookies for our hollybobs. Travelling treats. Which was Tuesday's offering, but went in a heartbeat. Yeah. Oh, two magpies here. Absolutely roasting. Just debating whether to put camera on the fence or not while weather's nice. Looks like it's gonna be nice for a bit. Oops. Knocking everything around here. So. Sorry about that. Leather trousers again, yeah. Leather seats. $397, but close. Jessica Rags, how are we doing? Hello, Captain Michello. Always like to make a snooze snack. Just like catch up with chat. I missed it while I was just messing. Leather trousers again, yeah. Oh, was that the other one before the? Might be today, later on today actually, Kiernan. I haven't done one for a day or two. Might do one later on today. About his get-ups. Let me alter that camera slightly. I've nudged it on now. I'm about to dismantle my garden furniture for the winter. I have no garden, so it's just the furniture to put away. Excellent. Are you able to do my custom stereo planner? What does that mean, Kiernan? Just to elaborate on that. No, I haven't. Parsley sidings. But whereabouts is that again, Stuart? I can remember you telling me, and then I forget when I get home. Parsley sidings. I'm going to Google them right now. Internet Archive. I got you. I thought you were on about something that actually existed still now. See, I look on it. There's a YouTube channel I found last night. I can't remember what it's called. And that's full of all the old sidings and stations and all that business, because I was looking at lost stock sidings, which is where I am now. You know, they were the biggest loco sheds in the country. I never even knew. It's free and can be downloaded. Right, I'll have a look at that. Parsley sidings. I'm going to do a screenshot now while your name's on it, then it reminds me. Stereo planners means like someone's custom trains on it. Right. See, the only custom trains I've got are what Harley Train Spotter's made for me. He made me a 66, a 66 and a HST. It's a radio comedy, right? I shall have a look. I shall investigate that one. Now I know what I'm looking for. Aviation Seattle. Hey, I've got a question for you. First off, do you think Avanti first class is worth the upgrade? Second, is the train comfortable enough for the 5-hour journey, or should I fly? Well, I think it's comfortable enough. I'm not so sure. Well, I don't know. It depends how much the first class upgrade costs. I have no idea. I mean, if flying's an option, I don't know if you're coming from America and I don't know where you're planning on landing. If it's yes, Steve Cadwell, you're quite correct. Very near. Steve Cardwell, you're quite. Yes, I am near Preston. Correct. I'm travelling from Glasgow to London. I'm in Glasgow right now. Oh, you're in Glasgow right now. Right. That's two people in Glasgow. Senga Gracie in the chat. She's also in Glasgow. And you're travelling to London. Right. Well, I'd be thinking, what's the difference in price? You know, if it's... You see, I know it's quicker flying, but by the time you've checked in and checked out and all that business, you know, there's all sorts of permutations to think about. You know what I mean? I don't know what the price difference is. That'd be the big one for me. You know, if it were like £100 to fly, but 200 on train, but yet the train takes 5 hours, London to Glasgow, thereabouts, and the plane probably only takes an hour. Certainly getting about Aviation Seattle. Excellent. So you're at Glasgow. You're in Glasgow at the moment. Obviously, I presume you're in a hotel at the moment. It all depends on and also the flight times. You know what I mean? Both are about €200, right? It's called the steam diesels off GWR. So where will I find that, Kane and Jones? In the what you call it, the contribution hub or whatever it's called, creators hub. It'll be in there, will it? He is, and the police know just where. Hello, old Mac is back. How are we doing? Welcome back. I think so. Right, I'll have a look in the Creators Hub when I get home. Steam diesels of GWR. So have you made your own things in there? You created your own liveries and things. I've only got 2 specials, and Harley made them for me. Train Spotter Harley, and they're excellent. He made me a HST with my name on it, with RB rail on it, and a 66 in RB rail livery. An apple green Flying Scotsman, excellent. I'll have a look. Old Mac is back. Storm coming tomorrow. Oh, hellfire. Batten down the hatches. It's a 20-minute flight time from Manchester to Isle of Man. I was too late, only caught the end of the flight. Oh, you too late, you missed the plane. Oh dear. Class 397 coming down the track. Hello, Frovi Stazione, how are we doing? Aviation Seattle, has everybody seen the ScotRail has been doing a funny there, a couple of 2-car 158 or 3-car 170. Yeah, it happens a lot, that, you know. They do that round here. There's one that comes past my house twice an hour, and it's a 150 2-car unit with a 153 single car unit coupled to the back of it, and that always looks a bit weird to me. And that's been running from Clitheroe to Manchester Victoria, 2 of them every day for the past 2 years, you know what I mean? And it's a 150 and a 153, it's 3 cars altogether, a double 150 with a 153 on back or at front, whichever way it's going, you know. And I always think that's a bit odd, but they do. Old Mac is back. I'm flying over the Isle of Man on Monday. Oh yeah, you're going to Ireland, aren't you? Going to the Emerald Isles. Spar Zero Cherryade. Wonderful. Those trains were both hammering down, waiting on it processing to see if I caught any of it. Was live for 49 seconds. Excellent. Train Jurassic World Kid 1073. Anything Corning? Yes, there'll be something on its way soon. You've just missed 2. Oh, really? That's hilarious. It's like Roblox British Railways with its consist editor. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, God, do they. Here comes an 802. Yeah, I was just thinking, same thing, that we're only going slow. It's because one's just come up a minute or 2 before in hand it, so it'll be on flashing yellows, will that, all the way into the station. In fact, it'll probably get stopped before it goes into station, unless they pop it on a different platform. Hello, the Dreamer. I may only need the power of the plane if this storm is as violent as they forecast. Oh dear. Like and sub, people. Yes, correct. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and double tap the screen. The tapping of the screen is really important because it throws the YouTube algorithm out. You know what I mean? If nobody likes, it doesn't go out. You know what I mean? Wasn't be advertising slogan, this is the age of the train, yeah. And it's not really done well, has it? To be fair. Never been to Isle of Man. Never been. A friend of mine, his son lives there. In fact, I have two friends that, God, this is going slow as well. I can see the double yellow signal ahead, that's why that's going slow. Solid double yellow signal, which means the next light is on red. Why is it on red? I do not know. Oh, because there's a train in front of it. Started raining here again and very windy. Oh dear. The cows are moving faster than the train. Moving. Cows, I like that. Cats are moving faster than the train, yeah. Raining here in Glasgow. Right, well, I hope everybody who's got rain, I hope you keep it. And don't give me anything. Yeah, diabetic recipes. Rivita with cottage cheese on it. Sharing is caring. Yes. I found a site of webcams for churches. I'm watching St Mungo's in Glasgow. We'll look into it, Stuart. Very relaxing. Shed Veg on tour. Where is this? This is in the United Kingdom. Arthur Fire said hi. How are we doing, Arthur Fire? Gorge Church. Thank you, Jeanette. Don't forget to double tap that screen. It's so important. I aim to please. Church spotting, yeah. That's a new one on me. I suppose, yeah. I suppose you get quite a few people congregating on the website. Sorry. The bell that never rang, the tree that never grew, the fish that never swam. Ooh. Okay. St Mungo. St Mungo. I've never heard of that. Webcams on churches. That's a new one. Is that on me? The boy stood on the burning deck. His feet were full of blisters. The sock that never stank. Amarachi. Urieku. How we doing? Don't tell me that again. St Mungo's is the patron saint of Glasgow, and that the symbols for Glasgow. I'm assuming that Stuart has a phobia of trees. I don't know. I've tried to look into this, but I think he's just barking. Bernie Mungo and Midge, God, I remember that. I think if he gets any more problems with his trees and things, I'm going to call Special Branch. We're off. I think, yeah. I think whatever happens, we can get to the root of his problem. Oh my God. I won't do any more jokes now. I'll leave it alone. Stop him quick, yeah. We've done this a few times before. Got on one of these subjects. I forgot what the last one were. I think it were all train related last time. Yeah. Hello, Theatre of Paint 270. Greetings from, I think it's America, that flag. I've not got my reading glasses on, but is it an American flag? I think it is. This is from the guy who forgot the battery isolator. If you have Facebook, Stuart, watch this. Say race. That is in our bus stops all over the city. The bell, the fish, and the bird that never flew. Excellent. Theatre of Pain. Oh, Theatre of Pain. Thought it were Theatre of Paint. Excellent. Cows running now. Yeah, hey, they are and all. Bloody hell. It's like they're having a flipping cow derby here. What's going on? Have they seen slaughter wagon pull up or something? They're all doing a mad dash across field. Look at them. Can you see them on the camera, them cows? Going like crazy. The whole lot of them. I wonder if farmers in corner with some straw or something. But they're all shooting off into that top right-hand corner. Yeah, I was thinking that. Perhaps the farmers, though, because they're getting a third-out gallop on it. The Theatre of Pain. Yeah, I'm in the United Kingdom. Hello, Karen Pierce. How we doing? Yeah, I'm in the United Kingdom near a city called Preston. And we're actually watching the Cattle Derby 2025. Isn't it the Duke of Wellington? Must be feeding time, yeah. I think I showed you the drawing of my Duke with a corn. Chat keeps freezing on me. It did this the other day. Okay, catch you later, Jeanette. He has a traffic cone on his head, right? Sometimes cattle just do that, and sometimes it's feeding time. Well, They've all shot off. There's a little white one at back at Q that doesn't seem to have read the memo. It's running across field now. You'll see it come into camera in a minute, I think. A little white one. There it is. Little white one on its own running at back. See you later, Jeanette. Bar humbug, a vintage, I'm back. Yep, can see it, yeah. Little white one on its own. The farmer must be in the next field with some or other, because they've all shot in there. Cabs can't read, but they're very good typists, yeah. Oh, definitely. Who remembers Tommy Steele? Yeah, I remember Tommy Steele. What was that song called? Little White Bull, the Little White Bull. Once there was a little white bull, yeah. A vintage U18C. I was going to spot Air Asia, but the plane didn't land. That's near my home. Oh dear. When did the last steam engine go down this track? Well, there hasn't been one today, but I can't remember last time. It would be probably last weekend. I think it was Blue Peter was the last one down here, but Nigel Gresley's coming on, I think Monday, I think. Nigel Gresley's on Monday. I did see it this morning on one of the websites on Rail Advent. It's right in my airport. All right. I was on a double-decker train in Spain. Very impressive. Yeah, I've seen those. It was towing a totalizer with John Noakes. Ah, what the hell's a totalizer? Just one time or two times a day, right? Shep, calm down. Yeah. What were you after? Oh, that's it. Blue Peter, weren't it? Yeah, got it now. Yeah, I'm getting it now. Get down, Shep. I'm a bit slow there on that one. I'm getting it now. I'm getting the Blue Peter vibes now. Or it John Noakes, Peter Purvis, and Leslie Judd, I think she were called. Valerie Singleton. I can remember when they got the baby elephant on and it did its stuff all over stage and everywhere, and they're all slipping around in it. Remember that when they had the baby elephant on and it peed and pooed everywhere, and they were all slogging about in it. Very entertaining. I always remember when I was a kid, there used to be a programme on Saturday mornings, and I think it was called Swap Shop, and it were Noel Edmonds that presented it, and they had like a phone-in thing, and they always had like a pop group on, a phone-in, and obviously it were back in the time before there were no technology or anything, and somebody rung in and just hurled abuse at Matt Bianco, and oh god, it was unbelievable, and it just broadcasted it all. He said, I'd just like to say you are a bunch of, and he said it, and with lack of technology nowadays, they couldn't beep it or anything. And he'd had Chegwin as well, that's right, and with that Maggie Philbin as well, was she called as well? There were a few of them on it, I think. They called multicoloured swap shop or something like that. I don't even know what the idea were. Could you ringing and say you had this and you wanted that and they swapped it. I can't remember exactly what it was about. Saturday Superstore with Mike Reed, John Craven, yeah. Something coming down this track nearest to the camera. I can just see the sunlight glinting off his roof. A bit like eBay, yeah. Yeah, some of them, you look back at some of them out shows, they were pants, really. Class 323. My furniture is being awkward. I need a hammer. Yeah. I know I've got some massive cardboard boxes that need chopping up. I keep looking at them and then thinking I need to chop these up and put them in the recycle. They're huge. They are. You know, they're really big cardboard boxes. They'd be ideal for a homeless person because you could stand in them. They're that big. 2 of them. They're about 6'6" tall. And about 3 foot wide they are. About 3 foot square and 6'6" tall. 2 big cardboard boxes. And you know, they're about the size of a coffin. 2 of them. And I need to chop them up. I wanted to save them, but I thought, why save them? You know. Old Mac is back. Almost all commuter trains in the United States are double-deckers. Some are arguably triple-deckers with 3 levels of seating, but most run a few times a day, peak only. No, I didn't order 2 coffins, Old Mac. No, the boxes, a keyboard came in them. Electric piano came in them. Yeah, it's on Swap Shop. They had Keith doing the Swaporama, but only when they were showing the live match from. It was the same OB unit sneak. Yeah. Is somebody ordering me coffee, Richard? I could get a nice cup of coffee now, actually. I don't drink much of his coffee, and I have a machine at home, one of them Dolce Gusto things, and sometimes I have a run on it, and I have loads of brews, and then sometimes I just leave it for weeks, and it's probably about 3 weeks the last I had one. No, we don't have double-decker trains here, I'm afraid. Hello, Martino Legero. How are we doing? Yes, and we're in the UK. Yeah, they do. That's true. Did you see that one in Manchester the other week? Good grief. That was the worst I've ever seen that. The 2 guys at back, it knocked them off back at bus. Landed in road. You must have seen video, Stuart. Bloody hell. That was bad, that. I don't drink tea or coffee or pop. Blimey, what do you drink then, Senga? Just water? We call it ginger or juice. Lemonade. He's in the UK, but we're working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it now. IB, I got the name wrong, sorry. Got what name wrong? No, we've no roof surface here. Not yet, anyway. They'd have a dangerous time with overhead cables. The Sariro. We also call lemonade mineral. Alright. Got him an ambassador job, yeah, I'd take an ambassador job. We did have yeah, that's true, is that people trying to climb into her undercarriage because on planes, have you ever heard out as crazy? They don't understand that when it gets up in there, it's about minus 30. Plus there's no oxygen, but other than them two minor details, enjoy your flight. Yeah, guy fell from the sky, yeah. Keeps nicking the Ferrero Rochers. It's called the steam diesels of the... Alright, I remember that one, Colonel. Mad. Imagine it running after a plane and hiding on the wheels. Oh, it's crazy. United Chocolate Boys. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? Martino Legero, what do we do? Hello, car. Who's going to drive you home tonight? They made it to London. Cracky. They did well to make it to London on outside of a plane. Bloody hell. Trio, I remember Trio. Oh yeah, I remember Trio. Do you remember Texan Boys? They were called Texan Boys, and you had to chew them real slow. Called Texan. Yeah. Caramac, well, you can still get Caramac. They still do Caramac. I've seen them in Sainsbury's. I love that funny cat mukbang chocolate. Caramac. Club bars, yeah, you can still get club bars. Toffo, I've not seen them. Texan Boys, I've definitely seen them. I don't know if they still the drifters or not. I don't know. Certainly, you can definitely still get Caramac. One fell on top of a building in London. The other had survived frost. Bloody hell. Definitely two drifters on that plane. Yeah, bloody right. It's a lot of effort to go to just to dodge a ticket, isn't it? They don't let him in Sainsbury's, just tell it. Yeah, I go in Sainsbury's a lot. There's one close to where I live, actually where I work. And I go in Spar a lot. I like Spar. The Drifters. I saw them in concert. Fuzzy Booger, where are all the hobo blokes? Dazzler, John, Watchman. G'day, mate. Anything unusual today? No. Not an unusual thing. Here's me. How's it going? How's it going down under? Save the last dance for me. Hello, Dad Store. Hello, yes, hunting. Paige Willis. Hi, it's me, the one with the fear of trains. You've come to the right channel. Are there female hobos in our country? Probably, yeah. I'm not 100% sure what you call a hobo. I class like a hobo to me somebody who's yeah, well, that's true, yeah. It's not right to call yourself unusual. Try weird. Correct. Yeah, I would think a hobo is somebody who's homeless, maybe. Is it down and out homeless? I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we do have. Did you see the girl who got kidnapped on Billy? Yeah, I did, yeah. She was held for it 5 months by some Albanians. A drifter riding boxcars. All right. Not sure what that. A drifter riding boxcars. Yeah, I'll have a look at it, Kanan. Yes, definitely. A hobo is a different drifter. Andy Burnham is gunning for PM's job. Yeah, God forbid. God help us. Get rid of them bloody clowns out, I'll tell you. Hello, R-Bar at 91. It's a train, yes. There's a few of my custom liveries on it, yes, I'll have a look. Shocking as we Glaswegians don't hear about it on the news. Rooms to let, 50 cents. It's like the Great Western Express in 1958. We can build a tram extension, but we can't solve our homeless issues. Yeah, that's correct, is that? I mean, the world we live in now is awful. It's an awful place. I mean, that politician who come out with that rubbish, that guy who got shot, and that female politician said good riddance to him. I mean, what a thing to say. You know. Bonish Naharem. Where is this? This is in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, England. And the sky is beginning to look a bit nasty again. I'll just tilt the camera up a bit. So you can see a bit of the dark clouds looming. Bornish Naharam, I'm from India. Manipur, excellent. Paige Willis, scary train, yeah. Yeah, it's not good. We've got... How... I'm doing another mail train on my tonight, excellent. Yeah, Paige Willis, you've got to be watch out with these scary trains. Track Jack and Train Jane are not nice people. John Lennon was once asked, "How do you find America?" He replied, "Turn left at Greenland." Hello, Kenan Jones. There's 7 routes at the moment. Excellent. Bornish Larama. Day or night? Day or night? What? Are you not? Can you not see the picture? Can you not see the stream? Pendolino approaching on the down fast. Yes. Everybody please subscribe to Senga Gracie. Trying to get her up to 50 subs, then she can live stream these huge aeroplanes that go over her house. And also she does pictures, drawings and art that is it's out of this world, to be honest with you. It's really good. Really good. You need to look at her YouTube page to just understand what I'm on about. Her paintings are super. Her paintings and her drawings are superb. So subscribe. You won't be disappointed. If you can't find her, just go to if you forget whatever and you can't find her, if you go to my YouTube page, go to the bottom, it says this month's featured channel, and you'll see Senga Grace. Senga Grace's channel is this month's featured channel. I'm going to do that every month. It's my new thing. I'm going to feature a channel every month, a different channel. You know what I mean? And at the moment, she's at the bottom of my YouTube homepage. So if you go there, you'll see it. I like her profile pic, particularly her socks. Don't forget, I'm on the radio. We'll get you there, Senga. I'm on the radio. Don't forget, I'm on the radio. Mind, it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m., is it? Ah. I've sub-Senga, it's now on 26, so it's creeping up. Creeping up. It's always hard to get that first 50. I don't know what it is. It's like, it is hard. There's no doubt about it. I remember it well. I mean, this channel I have now is my second channel. I used to have another channel that were all trains, and it got deleted. And I shouldn't have deleted it, but at the time I was going through a bit of a bad spell, to say the least. And I deleted it in a fit of madness and hit the delete button, and I really regretted it because I had over 1,000 videos on that channel, all gone and lost. Things you do though. I actually live near Moordale rail yards, where they maintain the Tangara electric and suburban trains in Sydney. Excellent, Dazzler John Watchman. A fit of PQ, yeah, it was last August, it were. And I just deleted it in a moment of madness one morning. I was just sat at my desk. I was just about to leave, going to work, and yeah, well, I've done lots of things like that in my life, where I've just been, my mind's not quite switched on, and I've done made wrong decisions. And that last August, that was a wrong decision, because I had about how many subscribers did I have? I had about 2,500, I did. And I had about 1,000 videos on there. I'd love to be able to get them videos back, but never, you can never get them out. Once you hit the delete button, you're snookered. You know, and it had loads of Steam videos on. There must have been about 200 Steam videos on, but there you go. Nothing I can do about that now. As Cher would say, If I could turn back time. I left a record on my turntable and the sun warped it. Yeah, I've done that, Senga. Oh, yes. Yeah. You're doing a grand job now. Yeah, I've done a lot of crazy, just made wrong decisions, you know, and you do stupid things in the moment. I've never done anything sort of like in fits of madness, because I'm not that sort of person. I don't get angry or anything, but I've just had things in my mind and made a wrong decision, you know what I mean? Done the wrong thing. Unfortunately, you can't reverse it. Mark Shankle Young, go on, do you want to elaborate on that? Give you a chance to elaborate on that. What could be more riveting is a channel full of just recordings off TV. That could be more riveting, Mark Shankle. You're finding. Hello, Karen Pierce, how are we doing? Hello, Ingong Sagari. Hello, Ewan's Lift Adventures. Hello again, Ingong Sagiri. Let's go back to Mark Shankle. I haven't finished with you yet. Let's have a look. Full of just clips and copies and things. Yeah, very riveting, Mark. Bye. Furniture is fighting back and winning. What is it, Stuart? Are you putting some flat pack together or something? Richard and all the nice people are getting me there. Excellent. That's what we aim to do. Yeah. No, I just come on making some silly comment about it being riveting, and I always look at the channels and I think, yeah, well, you call him what I do, but you're not doing it well yourself. You know what I mean? If you're going to slate what we're doing, you need to be doing something better to put yourself in that position to slate. And you don't come on with a channel full of just clips of nonsense that you've clipped, not even created any proper content, and yet you're calling it. So, yeah, says it all. Speaks for itself, doesn't it? Ewan's Lift Adventures, any trains coming on? There will be at some point, yes. Hello, Oakley, how are we doing? Hello, Pablo, 26. When was last train? Oh, about 5 minutes ago. There will be something else coming soon. In fact, there is something coming. A 9S60, what the hell's that? Let's have a look. It's going to be a Pendolino, it is. There's a Pendolino on its way. That much I can tell you. This is the age of the troll, not the train, yeah. It's chat and laugh, still waiting for the laugh. Yeah, my day's fine, thank you, Oakley. How's yours? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind anybody commenting on anything, but when they're, if you're going to come in with sarcasm, then you know what I mean. You need to be doing something better. Oh, about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, we're in the United Kingdom, all Pablo. BYTH. Oh, God, what's all this nonsense? No idea. I don't know how it works, that or Pablo, but it, you know, it's. I just don't know how it works. I don't know what it's all about, this crown business. I've no idea. Here comes a Pendolino, whoever you're asking about the next train. And it is. And there goes. Okay, Oakley. Yeah, yeah. Old Mackie's back. That is the what they call the Pride train. Hyperchat. Yeah. Hyperchat. Yeah. Can anybody remember that? No. I don't remember what it is. The name rings a bell, but that's about as far as I could say. The days of chat rooms. All right. Ah, the days of chat rooms. The chat keep every now and then. My chat freezes for some reason. Quasimodo, yeah, he rings a bell. You're right there. He also steals kids' footballs. Rumour has it that he irons his shirt with a wok. How do you get crowns? You're better off going to Tower of London, to be honest with you, all Pablo. Hello, Oakley. Excellent. Don't forget, subscribe to Sanger Gracie. You get excellent pictures of the drawings she does, and they are excellent. And also, she lives near an airport, and she's going to live stream planes and things, but it's difficult until she gets to 50. You know what I mean? Once she gets to 50, she can, you know, go mobile and zoom in properly, and it just opens up opportunities. This looks like the West Coast Main Line. Correct, Ewan. It is the West Coast Main Line. Damn, I've lost one of my notes. Oh, hellfire. Oops, found it. Are you doing flat pack? What are you building, Stuart? Is it a flat pack or a... It was in the toolbox. What are we actually building, Stuart? We want the Northern Lights as well. She gets to see the Northern Lights. Oops, I did it again. I feel like there's a Britney Spears song coming here. Hello, Maxter6, how are we doing? I love the Swiss trains. Hello, MB trains. Hello, Maxter6. Two chairs and a table and putting them in storage. Oh, right, you dismantle. Oh, of course you are. You're dismantling your garden furniture. I remember now, you said earlier on. Of course. Of course. I remember. It's slow going. Some loon keeps showing trees. Yeah. What it is, I'm just trying to branch out a bit. We did have those cows for a while. Yeah, they've all gone. They've all gone into the next field. So there's obviously something more exciting going on in the next field for them cows. We've got a train coming on the down slow, which is another class 323 going to Blackpool North. Nice one, Sanger. I like that. His bark is worse than his bite. The chicken's done. Excellent. Well, you're multitasking, Stuart. You're dismantling garden furniture and you're cooking chicken. MB Trains, which country is this? Yes, it's the United Kingdom. What kind, Mac? What kind? What have I missed? Yup, I'm breathing, but only part time. Lentil soup, yeah. God, I haven't had lentil soup since I was a kid. I used to love lentil soup. I used to like oxtail soup as well. I haven't had that since, in fact, to be fair, I haven't had much soup since I was younger. I used to like tomato soup and all. You can tell where though. You can tell where by the lack of infrastructure. Yeah. Cauliflower and cheese, excellent. Chat's froze again. MB Trains. Oh, what I'm doing. MB. Okay, catch you later, MB Trains. Here's a question. What is the point of a two-carriage train? I'm not sure myself. It's obviously somebody somewhere has decided that that's all they require. I don't know. I mean, if you'd have seen them last night that were on the railway station late last night, there were some of them, 4 carriages, and there were nobody on them, and I like thinking, so, oh grief, what a waste. But I suppose, if you think about it logistically, it's hard to run smaller trains, because if you decided, right, there's only so many people getting on this train, we'll half it. What happens to the half you don't use? Do you have to go and collect it another time to use when you do need it? And you see what I'm saying? You could end up with lots of spare bits of train parked here, there and everywhere. You know what I mean? So the logic is in it. They just keep them all in their sets to... Yeah, there's still a single carriage train now that runs from Preston to Ormskirk, and there's loads in Wales. Class 153s they are. There's loads in Wales, single car units. You know, so they are still about. Yeah, well, there's big things going on in London, isn't there, as far as protests are concerned. Hello, I'm in a beast. How are we doing? It was a diesel, yeah. Yeah, there's lots of streams going on today saying I think there's a right big protest in London today, because I think that chap's there, and I can't think of his name. The chap that's always in news, the right-wing fella. What the hell's he called? Can't remember his name. He went to prison for a short spell recently for something. I don't know exactly what, but and I think he's at the one at London today because they're expecting a right load of bother, I think. Can't think of his name, that guy. No, yeah, AY Audits, he'll be there covering it, and I'm sure Charlie Veach will be there, and Billy Moore. I'm sure Charlie Veach will be there, he won't miss it for the world, unless there's a big one in Manchester. But I'm trying to think of the guy's name, the guy who was like in charge of not in charge, but sort of the ringleader, and I can't think of his name. You know, he went to prison for a bit.
I don't seem to be able to get your current location.
I don't know why my watch just spoke to me then. Tommy Robinson, that's it. You've got it. Old Mac is back. Tommy Robinson, yeah, I think he's at the one in London. And so they're expecting a bit of nonsense down there. So there'll be a lot of streams to watch tonight to catch up on, see what's going on. People need to live together, yeah. Well, something needs to happen, Mac. There's no old Mac is back, yeah. Yeah, the world's a mess, unfortunately, and so much bad things happening that nobody seems to care about it. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. It's the way of the world now. Unfortunately, it's the sad world we live in, where people don't care about each other the same. People don't interact, they don't speak the same, they don't communicate the same, and it's just all different nowadays. All different. Everything's different. Hello, Reese Findlay. How we doing? Yeah, praise to Charlie. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of people said nasty things about that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know, you don't deserve to be shot because of your opinions. You know what I mean? This is where everything's all gone wrong, because it's like nobody can speak their mind no more now. You know what I mean? I'm just plugging my charger in here, just in case. Just wondering why it's waggling about a bit. Lose power. Yeah, that's the problem, Senga. Nowadays, you just can't have an opinion. You're scared to death for saying something. It's like here now, in talking to you people here now, I have to be careful of what I say, or else, you know, it could be trouble over it. You know, that's why I try and steer away from anything political and stuff like that, because you can get your channel blocked nowadays quite easily if you just say things. So I always try and keep away from anything, as much as, you know, there's plenty of topics that I love to say things on, but unfortunately not in public, not nowadays. You can't. So better to keep your mouth shut. As my mum used to say, it's better to keep your mouth shut and appear a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. That's her favourite line. Yeah, that's so true, is that, Stuart? Yeah, people just need to, I don't know, get along. I know. Yeah, well, that's just all nonsense, is that? Just my head in, does that, all this identification and what you identify as. I mean, it's just crazy stuff. I don't know what all that's about at all. It's beyond me. You know, that's one topic that I just do not understand. But it's the modern world, and problem is now the younger people, they're all a bit, what I call modern day people, they're all a bit, I don't know, brainwashed. You know. The only thing I can think is, what's life going to be like in this country in about 40 years' time? It's not going to be good, I don't think. Yeah, that's the way. Learn how to fly. Cheer up, it might not rain. Well, it's holding off for the minute, Stuart, that's for sure, but now I've said that, I'll probably just put the kiss of death on it. We've got a freight train coming. I can see a yellow head code has just come onto the diagram, and when it's a yellow head code, it means it's a freight train. When it's a normal passenger train, it's a white head code. When it's a green head code, it's a heritage or a private charter. When it's a yellow head code, it means it's a freight train. Hello, Karen Pierce. Whereabouts are you, Karen Pierce? Anyway, just out of curiosity. Why's my chat stopped again? Bloody chat seems to turn me back. Hello, Kenan Jones. Oh, Mac is back. Oh, we have awoken from our slumbering. Hello, Madafari Tarkiadi. We train spotting, big up. Or a Martian on his day off. I'm in Kansas City in the middle of the US. Excellent. Blimey. I bet you see some weather there, don't you? We complain about weather over here. I bet you get some proper weather over there. Kansas, I bet you get some high winds and twists and all that sort of thing, you know, or am I just imagining that? You say Kansas to me and I just think of twisters and tornadoes and all that. Am I totally wrong? Yeah. It's about all we're famous for, yeah. So I bet you've seen quite a few twisters in your time, Karen. But I don't know how old you are, but I'm just presuming you have. Not every day, no. Mad for it, our kid. Yeah, it's not bad today. If you'd have come an hour and a half ago or an hour ago or so, it was raining. It was horrible, and then it cleared up a bit. Because I normally don't have my camera like this. I usually have it bolted to the fence outside. Yeah, I think that flash, saying, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think it's, unlike lots of Midwestern America, I hide in the basement when there's a tornado. I don't go out and watch them. Yeah, well, that's fair news, is that? So how often do you actually get them, Karen? Is it a weekly thing or just 2 or 3 a year sort of thing? Hello, Raj. Penu Matcha, how we doing? Yeah, you see, we're mourning this country about rain and all that, and yet, good grief, I couldn't be doing with tornadoes coming and ripping my roof off and all that business. Oh no, sod that. No. And then other places like Japan and stuff where they get these tsunamis. Oh. Yeah, double tap your screen. Let's get them likes up a bit. A few times a year, and sometimes you don't get them for a couple of years. Oh, that's good then. And insects that come out every 17 years. What are them? Is that something that comes out the floor? Or are you on about tremors by any chance? Without them big worms. Double tap your screen to like and share and subscribe and all that jazz. Kick an ass. Like locusts. Alright. I thought when you said insects, I thought you were on about them, that film. What are it called? Tremors, where them giant worms are underground. Yes, let's get Senga to 50. Come on. Subscribe to Senga Gracie. We needed to get it to nifty 50. Freight train's crawling along, but it is on its way. It's just at Exton Balshaw Lane Station at the moment. It's just passing through there now, which is about 2 miles from me. Yes, tremors, yeah, they were like giant worms that come out ground, weren't they? There is more than one kind of cicada, so we have one or more every year. Ooh. I'm not into creepy crawler. Oh God, no, I'm not into creepy crawlers. Bugger that. You can keep them, Karen. I get freaked out with spiders. I'm not a fan of spiders. It's weird, really. I don't like little wick spiders and stuff like that. But yet, a tarantula doesn't bother me. A big hairy spider doesn't bother me. It's little wick things I don't like. Yes, Northern Lights videos, correct. That freight train is just going through Exton Junction. It's about a mile away now. Less than a mile away, I'd say. No idea what it is. It's probably going to be full of Tesco stuff. That's why I live in an apartment block. I hear the screams from below, yeah. Yeah, I used to live in an apartment block until I moved last August, I did. Was it last August? Yeah, I did. No, last July I moved from the apartment block I were in. Really nice as well. It were a really posh apartment block, it were, but I were on top floor in the penthouse, and it just used to do me head in, carting bags up and downstairs. You know, there were no lift. If there had been a lift, it would have been great, but there were no lift. They were brand new apartments as well, brand new block, but why they didn't put a lift in? Beyond me, but there you go. Hey ho. A really nice flat, but just, you know, I'll never forget when I ordered my new washing machine from AO online. I said I live on top floor of an apartment block in Penthouse. I said, will you be able to get it? Oh, no problem. She says, no problem. You know, like they're out to sell a washing machine. She'll think delivery blokes' face when they turn up. Oof. Here a picture. It was a picture. Yeah, I'm in a bit. Well, I want to bother, but I've got one that for some reason she keeps putting her recycle in a bag at side of bin instead of putting it in bin. Don't know why. Here comes this freight train and it looks like a class 90. It is double. Is it a double header? Yeah, it is double header class 90. Hello, Heather. How are we doing? How's it going, Heather? Have you had a nice lie in today? Oh dear. Had to get up at 7 a.m. to go get a new washing machine. The drum fell apart. Oh dear. Okay, Karen, I'll catch you later. I'll see you on the next one, probably. I'm always about. Thanks for joining us, Karen. Well, Quiche for tea and Lisa Tarbuck back on the wireless. Lisa Tarbuck, yeah. Yeah, she's on, isn't she, on Radio 2, yeah. Yes, I'm here most days, Karen, around this time in the afternoon. Currently cooking a whole chicken and soup mix soaking to make a lovely pot of broth for this evening. I've had a busy day, can't wait to sit and relax later, yeah. You'll have to entertain us tonight, ever with some music. I'm on my way home. I'm just going to a little side step into the shop and get a bottle of Bacardi. A bottle of Bacardi and a bottle of Coke, and that's me happy for the night. I've got the record playing going all day. The Waynes are not happy being woken up at 9 AM by a Van der Man. One bottle and is anybody, so the average says, yeah. Oh, one bottle and I'm ahead of it, me Stuart, one bottle of Bacardi. Oh, good grief. It creeps up on you and all. Good Lord. It's dangerous stuff. Van is great, yeah. For sure, definitely. Yeah. The thing I like about Bacardi is it's easy going, it's not hard, it's not never work. Never work with children, animals or Van Morrison. I don't drink or smoke. Well, yeah. Well, that's pretty good, is that, Stuart? You must be a healthy chap. I've only got one vinyl record. I've nothing to play it on, but I've got one vinyl record. It's a double album, ELO, Out of the Blue. That's the only vinyl record I possess. I love cleaning windows, great tune. I went to a Van Morrison barbecue, brown-eyed grill. I quite like yellow. You know, a lot of people say they're a bit old-fashioned and dirty, but I think they're all right. They're different. They're very listenable. I don't mind them. Chat keeps freezing for some reason. I have to keep flicking it up. Hello, Anima Adil. How we doing? Horace Wimp, that's me. Zach Hemmeling. It's raining where I am. Oh dear. I used to drink 2 to 4 litres of Coke a day. Stopped it. €13. Only drink diluted juice now. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that. I drink too much pop. I must admit. I don't drink. You know, the full fat stuff. Everything I drink's always. I always drink either Pepsi Max, or Pepsi, whatever it's called, Zero. I never drink the sugared stuff, but even still, it's still no good. Like, I mean, obviously I drink Bacardi, but I don't drink every day or anything like that. You know, tend to do it just when Struggle Street's on, to be honest. When Struggle Street's on, have a few, and maybe on a Saturday. It's when you live alone, you see, there's not much else going on. You know what I mean? A few days ago, on my way back from school, I saw the Network Rail HST at Bushy Station. All right. Yeah, there's a Network Rail thing, been through here this morning, but it weren't the HST, it was the 2-car 150. My dog is a trip hazard, so I don't drink. Yeah, I've got a cat like that. It's not a trip hazard, it's just a hazard full stop. It's an everything hazard. Enemy Adele. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Oh, your dog's a star ever. Cracks me up, that dog. Yeah, well, that's true. Is that true? I mean, anything that's fizzy and man-made, it's not good for you because it's all full of chemicals and stuff, is it? I just the only reason I drink it is because I know that if you drink the normal Coke, it's you drink gallons of that, you're just going to pile weight on with it. There's no doubt about it. Or at least with the zero stuff, you know. But that's the only thing. Pepsi Max, because there's just no calories in it at all. It's 0 calories. You know what I mean? Bacardi with Pepsi Max is the only way you could reduce calories even more is if you had gin. Gin is a little bit less than Bacardi, because I used to drink canned lager, you see, and you know, you start galloping cans of lager back. It's like dead calories, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's great at the time, but then day after you think, God, I've just supped a full day's worth of calories, you know, on top of whatever you've eaten. Yeah, some people are lucky, magic chemist. Some people are just lucky like that, you know. Yeah. Well, I'm same over it past few months. I've lost about 3 stone, Stuart. But mine, I've just cut down food and everything. Cut everything down. I eat very little food, very, very little now, compared to what I used to eat. You know, I used to eat everything. You know, biscuits and all crap. You know, you look in my fridge now. There's nothing of any, no nonsense food at all. It's just all healthy food. I have one meal a day, and like today I got up and I had a protein shake, and then tonight at some point when maybe late evening or whenever, I don't know, I'll just have one meal, but it'll only be a 500 calorie job. I lost a couple of pounds too. I was just getting it. We expensive. Yeah, stop going in these posh shops, Heather. Get back in B&M bargains. My biggest problem is, see, I've got a bad hip, so I'm not too good on the mobility side. You know what I mean? I can't like go out running and jogging and stuff and walking at high speed. You know, and that's my biggest problem. So I can't take in more. You know, I've got to stick to around about 1100 calories a day max. That's my target. And out of 7 days, I manage it easily. 4 of them. Maybe Wednesday, Sunday, and possibly Saturday. I go over a little bit because I like to have a few Bacardis and Coke. You know what I mean? You know, 3 days a week, or 2 days a week. It depends. It all depends on who's on the internet and who's doing like panels and things. If there's nobody about, I just crawl off to bed, you know what I mean, and don't bother. But if there's people out about, you know, I like to have the crack, as they call it. You know, yeah, Coke. It's like Pepsi Max. That's what I have it with, and I have Pepsi Max simply because there's no calories in it. You know, it's calorie free. The whole bottle, you can neck the whole bottle, and it's 0 calories. Yeah, I went to bed about, what time did I go to bed? About 12:30 last night. Because I was listening to Ever, and then she finished, and I dozed off to sleep. But hopefully Ever will do something tonight to entertain us with a bit of luck. Fingers crossed. Yeah, well, I'm same. I would same, Heather. My problem, my biggest stumbling block were, and I know what it were, too many, just going chip shop all the time. You know, when I were at work, dinner times, going into Sainsbury's and buying like a sandwich and then some jam donuts and shit, crap like that. And then you go in again at tea time on your way home, and they'd have all stuff with yellow stickers on, like a flipping gatto, you know. You know what I mean? They'd have like gattos and things on that would be normally like a £5 or £6 for a pound and stuff like that. And a trifle, you know, them big family trifles. Well, I'd clear one of them in no problem. It's just like a big yogurt. Family trifle, my backside. You couldn't feed a family off one of them. Only have a spoon apiece. But not true. Zero sugar, yes, but artificial cream, yeah, that's true. Oh my, yeah, oh yeah. And them were my biggest stumbling blocks. You know, biscuits, buying packets of biscuits, and not so much crisps. I've never been a crisp person. I don't know why. You know, crisps never really been my thing of crisps, but biscuits, you know, chocolate biscuits, digestives, all that caper, no problem. You know. And then you go to petrol station, get some fuel, and you'd be stood there at till paying for your fuel, and there'd be a lot of chocolate bars outside you, and it'll say 2 for 120 and all this caper. And I'd buy 2 Yorkies or something to 2 crunchies, you know, and that's always been my downfall. So this year I'm not anything like that. Hello, Kanan Jones. You changed the name again. Excellent. God, some big black thing just flew past me then. Did you see it on stream? What the hell that were? A big bird of some sort. Your body converts artificial sweetener to fat and calories, so it's not good. Ah. Well, I'll cut back on the old Diet Pepsi then. And just stick to me. I mean, if I have a drink, I'll have to have it, but any other time, that were me chucking away my biscuits. Yeah, I used to buy loads of biscuits. You know what I mean? And I'd buy them packets of cornettos as well, because they were always on offer in Sainsbury's, always on offer. I'd buy them. And then Mars Bars ice creams, I mean, they're just heaven, them Mars ice creams. They are just absolute heaven. You know, buy them, cracky. No problem. Absolute rubbish when I look back. The stuff I used to eat were just rubbish, and I don't eat any of that now. None of it. Rich tea biscuits. I don't mind rich tea so much. My problem is cheese. I won't call it a problem unless I don't have any left. Yeah, well, I'm the same ever. I love cheese. Oh, God, yeah. See, that was the thing with me. I'd walk past fridge, middle at night or something, and I'd open the door and just gaze into it and see what they were that I could just take a knife to and hack a lump off, and cheese were always at top of the list. You know what I mean? And I'd just take a slither off that were usually like a couple of inch diameter and neck it, you know. It's called the Steam Diesels of GWR. Excellent. I'll look out for that, Kiernan. Hello, Goth Girl. How are we doing? Yeah. Cheese, yeah. Oh, that's bad as cheese. I would really... Oh, God. Last Christmas, somebody got me a cheese hamper last Christmas, and it were absolute lush, it were. It were all these different cheeses, and they were all in these wax cases, like round they were, and oh, there were all sorts of different flavours. And oh, you'd have loved that ever. There were all sorts of flavours of cheese that you wouldn't even imagine, and it were good. Goth girl, good. And how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, Goth girl. Used to mix ice cream as my job. The amount of pure liquid fat, sugar, yeah, I can imagine. I've seen me just stand at the kitchen eating on the block. It's like a kitchen gremlin. Yeah, I heard that noise. Old Mackie's back. It sounded some crazy horn on something. Yeah. Yeah, I was terrible with cheese and sliced meat as well. When you buy packs of sliced meat, I'd just be walking past fridge and just yank a lump of ham out and neck it. I will say I don't buy bread at all. Maybe I got something funny. I don't touch bread. I've got a 4 litre of ice cream in my freezer. Doesn't last long, no. It won't with me either. That noise sounded happy. We're not here to be happy. Yeah, I'd be the same if I had ice cream in fridge. I'd be lobbing a spoon out every time I went past freezer. God grief. Yeah, I mean, you're one of the lucky ones, Senga. You can just eat what you want and you don't put weight on. Some people are just lucky that way. Crikey, I only need to flipping look at a sausage and I might as well just sellotape it straight to my backside. Cut out the middleman. Somebody asked me, where did my sister go? I said, Alaska. She said, never mind, I'll ask her myself. Not bad that, Kanan. Where did your sister go? I said, I'll ask her. She said, never mind, I'll ask her myself. To make it last longer in the freezer, sit on the freezer lid, yeah. Yeah, put your freezer in the corner, then you can't walk past it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're terrible with ice cream. Them that you get in cardboard box, what they call them? They're like a long rectangular shaped one in a cardboard box. What the hell are they called, them? Oh, God. And it's like crumbly, crunchy ice cream. You put your knife through and it almost like crackles a little bit. What the hell's it called? Oh, Viennetta, that's it, Heather. Oh, God. They are just lush. I'm not being funny. I could neck one of them in one hit. I could do a Viennetta in one hit. I could have done. I'd never buy one now, but I could do one in one hit, one of them. Because I used to think, oh, they put them in a nice little tray. That's easy. All I need is a spoon and I'm away. Angel Delight, yeah. Angel Delight, yeah. I love that and all. Neapolitan. Viennetta, God, yeah. Love Viennetta. Yeah. You can just undo it box and get a little spoon. And you're away. You're away. And we have proof of that too. We only got Viennetta on special occasions growing up, Christmas or something. I think it was pricey back in the day, yeah. It's probably still fairly expensive now. I don't know how much it's cost now, but I used to love it. And another one I used to like and all with that Arctic roll. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Still buy them, Tom. Mac, yeah. Yeah, because they did one a few months back, a special one, and it was a mint one. That's another thing, it's always on offer when you go in Sainsbury's. Terry's chocolate orange is always on special offer. Have you tried that? No, I haven't tried it. Oh God, you could, yeah, carrot. We were only talking about that earlier, Heather. Yeah, deep. I've never had a deep fried Mars, but I know I've heard about them though. Yeah, Heather, we were only talking about Caramac earlier on, and Sainsbury's still do it in Sainsbury's. That's the light brown chocolate, isn't it? Like catmuck coloured chocolate. Light brown coloured, yeah. We were only talking about that earlier on, about 2 hours ago. I don't know why we were talking about it. Oh, we were on about chocolate bars that you could no longer buy, that's it. And Caramac came up and I said, you can still buy Caramac, I've seen it. Yeah, they still do them I've seen them in Sainsbury's. Absolutely love that stuff. And I remember one year, yeah, I can remember one year that, no wait, yeah, you can still, yeah. Rum and raisin, my favourite. Yeah, I like rum and raisin all, and I like the one with the ice cream. Yeah, I don't know if you can buy it in shops, but it's got like the honeycomb out of crunchy in it. I don't know what it's called, but it's got the honeycomb bits that are in a bar of crunchy, but in the ice cream. Oh. But about 3 years ago at Easter, wife got me a Caramac Easter egg. I don't know how the hell she found it or where she got it from, but a Caramac Easter egg. You can get digestives now with strawberries on top, or gold it's called. Tastes like Caramac. Ooh, hellfire. Yeah, I think I've seen them, I think I've seen them. Yeah, with the light brown chocolates on. Hello, Jeanette. How are we doing? Have you prepared your baking? Or been baking? We're talking about food again. Second time today we've been talking about food. We were talking about it earlier on about 12:30 about chocolate bars that you could no longer buy, and that's how it came about. You can get Xmas Easter eggs now, yeah. Kane and Jones, thunder again. There's a big dark cloud right over the top of me here, but it is just a solitary cloud. The rest of the clouds are sort of quite fluffy white things. It's in the oven as we speak. I wolfed down a polar bear once. Are you reading us a story again, Jeanette? A nursery, what do you call them? Are they nursery rhymes? I don't know. White chocolate is very bad. I don't think any chocolate's good, to be fair. In fact, to be fair, everything that tastes nice is not good for you. Freddos. Yeah, Freddos. I remember them. I think old Freddo must have a mortgage and a couple of Waynes now. Must need the funds. Yeah, Freddos. Yeah, it's true that everything's half the size. It's like Yorkies. I'm sure they've took a brick off them. I'm sure there's not as many blocks in a Yorkie now. General Joseph, when's the next train coming? Let me have a Well, let me have a look at the map. There's one approaching. A couple of minutes away. There's one coming. Curly whirly. Yeah. I think can you still get curly whirlies? Presume you can. Yeah. Giant purple. They were my favourites, them. Out to Quality Street. Them giant purple ones. They have a nut in them. They were my favourite, them. And you can get the giant green ones as well. The triangle shaped green ones, I used to like them and all. Yeah, selection boxes, they're rubbish them. There's just more gaps between the bars of chocolate. You know what I mean? Bigger gaps of plastic. Two-P crisps, hellfire. I used to love Pips growing up. Oh, I used to love Pips growing up. Don't know what Pips are. We used to put stones. Oh, I missed that. Something about we used to put stones in something. It's a hazelnut in the purple one, right? Toblerone could break your nashes, yeah. Sherbet Pips, either. Ah, right. I don't remember them. It might be called something different over here. A personal independent payment. See, I think Pips were like wee tiny boiled sweets. Ah. Remember cola cubes? Oh, I remember them. Cola cubes and them fizzy cola bottles. I think you can still get fizzy cola bottles. I get put when you're going a right little tangy twist to it. Monkey nuts. I don't know what a monkey nut is. Well, what we used to call monkey nuts were them like 2 peanuts in like a shell in the shape of like 2 nuts in a shell. That's what we used to call monkey nuts. Pineapple cubes. Yeah. What about proper Turkish delight? That blooming jelly rubbish in powder. Not the bar of chocolate, I mean the proper original Turkish delight. Ugh. They were like blobs of jelly rolled around in powder, weren't it? I love I don't mind the Turkish delight bars if you can still buy them, but oh no. Not the proper Turkish delight, Ugh. Yeah, I weren't into that. It was like square blocks, weren't it? Rolled around in like a powder. Oh yeah, New York vanilla cheesecake. I've had that loads of times. They do that in Sainsbury's. I've had it loads of times last year. God grief. That's another one I had to knock off my list. In fact, I've had to knock everything off my list. Tasted like a bottle of Chanel number 5. Oh, I don't know. I'll have a think of that when I get home. I'm just looking at the map now to see what's due. I want to look at timetable. What's that very dry drink tasted like sand? Southern Comfort, I don't know. I've never had Southern Comfort. I always thought Southern Comfort were like an aniseed thing. And I might, oh no, that's Pernod, isn't it? Pernod, I'm getting mixed up, I don't know. Yeah, Pernod with the aniseed one. I've never had Southern Comfort. Is that like a whiskey style drink? Yeah. Never really been a fan of opal fruits or starburst. I used to drink Southern Comfort and ginger ale. Ooh. Southern Comfort, nice. Yeah, never really. I don't think I've ever had it. To be honest, I don't drink many spirits. I mean, I can't stand whiskey. Can't stand whiskey. I can't. Well, I can't. I don't like vodka. To me, vodka don't really taste much. Airsia, Kane and Jones. Comfort and lemonade. Guinness. Yeah, I've had Guinness. I don't mind Guinness. Yeah, that's another one. You can get it right and get it wrong, you know. Some places serve Guinness well and some don't. I'm not enough of a connoisseur of Guinness to be able to pick out the good from the bad, because I don't drink enough. Yeah, I can't drink whiskey. It just, the only time I ever had whiskey a few years ago, and I swished it around in my gob because I had really bad toothache. And that's the only reason why I had it. They were killing me. I was in agony. I were absolutely in agony. I were. I put some in my mouth and I held it in my mouth, a good gob full of whiskey. But no, I can't even. Oh no, Rich Butler, Nuki Brown, no. Not for me, is that? It's too. Nuki Brown, it's too. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not my cup of tea at all. Yeah, I remember it. I don't know who told me at the time. Somebody said have some whiskey and get it in your gob and swish it around, it'll numb it. And it was about 3 years ago, and it was Christmas time. That's all I remember. It was coming up to Christmas, and it was awful. Alright, always pour the water so you can see. With connoisseurs of whiskey coming out now, I wouldn't have known anything like that. About pouring it over a spoon and all that business. I suppose really good quality whiskey is not as ferocious as the sort of your run-of-the-mill stuff that you buy from the supermarket. You know, I suppose your good top-notch stuff probably tastes a lot different. I don't know, not having ever drunk it, but you know, you see these single malts that cost a fortune. They probably, you know, taste a lot different than your average bottle of Grouse or Bell's. I'm not rich, can't I? Yeah. Yeah, I would that's the way. I mean, we aren't actually trying it. I won't know, but I would imagine that there's some whiskey that I just find the shop bought supermarket whiskey. It just tastes and smells horrendous to me. But that's probably because it's cheap shop bought rubbish. Probably proper stuff probably doesn't taste anything like it. You know what I mean? I just have my whiskey neat and room temperature. Woof. Yeah. I've got a bottle, a funny triangular shaped bottle. It's in my mum's in cabinet. It's called Dimple, and it's in like a funny concave triangular bottle. And that's whiskey. It's never been opened. It's been there for before I was a kid anyway. Before I was born, that's for sure. Hello, Jake Walker. How we doing? Whiskey comes in lots of strength and taste. Most are really harsh, but Johnny Walker Black Label, the sauce maybe it's really good. But the wife banned me from whiskey years ago. Yeah. I'll catch you later, Stuart. I shall catch you on the next one. I remember drinking tequila in Glasgow. Hick, hick. The heavens are starting to open here. Am I going to have to take evasive action? This is the question. Or is it just a flurry? Can't make up my mind. Doesn't seem so bad actually. The birds are making a right racket. Typical that. Winter, wet weather mode and sun comes out. It's raining and sun shining at the same time here. Just had to do a temporary move. Just hang on a second. Jeans. Now the question is, I make up its mind what it's doing this weather. I'm in the mood for dancing. Put me right in the mood for a whiskey. Why not? Why not? Put me in the mood to go back to Molly Malone's to find out what the drink it was. Then Lisa T at 6 p.m. Hello, Duo. How we doing? Duo. What train? Yeah, you just missed one actually, but I won't be on much longer anyway. There's a freight train soon. I'll probably wait for that and then call it a wrap. Everybody's in mood for booze all of a sudden. The conversation's turned everybody into alcoholics. Everybody's getting in a car now and heading off down to Asda for a wee dram. Hello, the Lost. How we doing? How's it going? Hello, Mr. Turtle. How we doing? How we doing, Mr. Turtle? Excellent. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday, Doe. Happy birthday to you. I'm in the mood for getting this washing done on the last load. House all clean, top to bottom too. The excitement is fierce. By Saturdays, fairly changed from when I was younger, yeah. Well, there you go. Happy birthday, Doe. Well, obviously we didn't remember because we didn't know, but there you go. Yeah, Saturdays have changed. Asked for a shot of liquor and they gave me thick black stuff. It was like treacle, but tasted like caramel. Was Irish. Beautiful. Where have all the years gone? Yeah, I think that every day, me. Every single day I think that. Good Lord. Yeah. Correct. It's 25 years, and do you remember Alt Drama that night when it was supposed to at midnight, the world were going to end, everything were going to fail, and what happened? Clock just clicked on a minute, and that with that. All computers are going to go down. All bank machines are going to go down. Everything's going to go bad. And what happened? Nothing. Nothing at all. Apart from people got drunk, which is what they do every New Year's Eve. Yeah. I know. It kills you, doesn't it? I'm like that, especially when I watch an old video when they were toddlers, and I think, oh, good grief. And now mine are 22 at Christmas. 22, bloody hell. Both doing their own things now, leading their own lives. 23rd of September, I'll be starting my new life. What's happening then, old Mac? Is that when you move? Are you actually moving to Ireland? Or am I getting mixed up with people here? Yeah, you're moving, aren't you? Are you going to Ireland? Yeah, you are going to Ireland, right? My dropped a hard drive away this morning, all of the videos of when I was young. Some whiskey needed to sit down, yeah. Whereabouts in Ireland are you going, old Mac? Southern Ireland, Northern Ireland? Yeah, daughter said that to me a few months back. It really depressed me, actually. Northern Ireland, you're going to Northern Ireland, are you? Right. Yeah, I was in car with daughter once, and it's about 6 months ago, and she just said to me, you've had more life than you've got left. I thought, thanks for that. You really know how to cheer somebody up. Going back where you came. Oh, excellent. I've done my time. I'm coming home. All right. Whereabouts in Northern Ireland are you going, Mac? Yeah, I know. Depressed me though when she said it. County Armagh. Yeah. Me and the dog. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, she just come out with it. We were just sat in car driving along, and she just randomly come out with it and says, here's a pic of him. Just randomly come out with it. Said, you've been alive more years than what you've got left. And I thought, thank you. I nearly kicked her out of the car and said, you can flipping walk to wherever we're going. Oh, kids, you gotta love them. Set your clock back 10 years. My philosophy is live each day as if it's correct. That's what I do. I get up every morning and I sit there on side at bed and look at wall and I think, well, looks like I've got another day. Oh yes. Always make sure you're wearing clean underwear, just in case it turns out to be your last day. Correct. Tomorrow is not promised, as they say. That's true, is that? My God, is it? I love Willie Nelson. Well, hello, Whale, how are we doing? We're just near our Whale station. That was rubbish, that joke, weren't it? Bit of Willie Nelson. Hi, Whale. That was really bad. I know it were, weren't it? It weren't good, that one, were it, Heather? Scrape it down a bit there. And he's 92, yeah. Always put clean underwear, you might end up correct. That's it. That's exactly what I think, that's it, Jeanette. Always make sure you're clean and, you're respectable and you've had a shower and everything, because if you end up in the back of an ambulance getting your kit torn off, yeah, you don't want anything embarrassing going on. Don't want no skidders. I want hats for us guys to come back in. I want a trilby. Yeah. Never thought about wearing a hat, really. Not something I've ever done. I don't even wear woolly hats at winter time or anything. I don't know why I don't like having things on my head. Like Arthur Daly. Only time I used to wear a woolly hat if I were doing something at work that were like really dirty, like spraying something or something. That's the only time I'd ever put a woolly hat on. But yeah, I've never worn a flat cap. I've never worn any sort of hat, to be honest with you. I wear one my dear dad left me, a tweed one. Excellent. I reckon Heather must be a Peaky Blinders fan. Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I did. I loved it. I preferred the first one rather than the second one. I thought the second one got a little bit nonsensical at points, but it was still good. But I don't know why I preferred the first series. Yeah, I don't know where it is this freight, but I know there's one due. It might not be for another 25 minutes or so. I think it's about past. Probably knocking out them before then anyway. My granddad used to wear flat caps, loads of men did when I was growing up. Hadn't seen them a while until Peaky Blinders came on TV, yeah. Yeah. You've met him, have you? Alright. I used to like his brother. What we called his brother who was always drunk? What we called his brother? Always drunk. Oh, God, I can't remember his name. I have a photo of him. Arthur, that was it. Arthur, yeah, Arthur. I used to like Arthur. He used to crack me up. I'm having another drink, and then 2 days later, he'd be absolutely off his head again. Liam Nielsen. I think I know who that is. I think he's been in a lot of films, hasn't he? I never knew that Gerard Butler was born in Glasgow. I never knew that. I always thought he was American. Now he's doing comedy. Now there are 3 steps to heaven. Whap, whap, ooh. Yeah. There's not many good films about nowadays when you look at them. I was flicking through them last night and there's Dog's Dreaming, yeah, kicking its legs about. They do a lot of that, dogs, don't they? We used to have a Westie and they used to do some crazy stuff in its dreams. Start twitching, it did. Legs would start going and everything. Where's Jeff Heather? Is he in the laundry basket by any chance? Wee Jeff in the laundry basket. Yeah. Talk me through the whole film about Irish politics. Well, hellfire. Oh dear. That must have been pretty intense, that, Heather, because I mean, I've watched videos about it. Eyeing up the roast chicken. I've watched loads of documentaries about Ireland and what's gone on, and I struggle to make sense of it. And I've watched loads of documentaries. It's funny, last night when I was watching on your stream last night, Heather, you were talking about stuff, and you mentioned YouTube. You mentioned U2, and I thought to myself, I thought I don't mind U2. I've never been a real fan, but I thought to myself, probably my favourite record was Sunday Bloody Sunday, and literally seconds after I said that, you said exactly the same thing. I nearly fell out chair. Couldn't believe it. You know, I'm the same. I've never been. I don't mind them. I can listen to them, but they're not sort of like out to go mad for. But yeah, when you mention them, I always think of that song, Sunday Bloody Sunday. And you said it last night, and I thought, God, I don't believe it. It was exactly what was going through my mind. And then you said it as I was thinking it. I thought, good grief. As soon as you said U2, I thought, I can take them or leave YouTube. U2, I can take them or leave them, but the one track I do like was Sunday Bloody Sunday, because it was so different to me. The track's so different to everything else they did, if that makes sense. Such a different style, you know. Yeah, Sinead O'Connor, yeah. Yeah. Pogues, yeah, I like the Pogues. Yeah. It just that one record seems to be so different than everything else they did. Love the Furies too. I saw them a few years back. Still amazing. Yeah. All from my drinking days. Yeah. I think everybody's had drinking days. Crikey. When I was 18, it was like who could get it pub first. Unbelievable. Like, I look back now and I think, God, I can't believe we used to actually be stood waiting for the pub to open. Yeah. But we did. Yeah. Waiting for a pub. I'll talk about this a lot now, especially with like. Just pull my door to a bit. It's getting a little bit chilly. Yeah, I talk about this a lot now. Like I'm having the lonesome boatman played at my funeral. Said it from when I was a child. Now it's decaf and nectarine, yeah. And, yeah, they say this a lot, like, because, like, you know, a lot of people now, I mean, where I work, we struggle to get people to actually, you know, to actually attend work, you know, young uns now. I don't know why it is. And I look back and I think, God, when we were kids, when we were like 17 and 18, we were in pub every night, but we always went to work in morning, never missed. Never ever failed, no matter how thick-headed we were, or hungover we were, still went to work, and then we do it all again same night. Whereas nowadays, you know, don't seem to bother, don't turn up. It's just all different, you know. Times have changed. We've got lots of white fluffy clouds here now. Tell you another track I've got on my playlist here in car that I really like. Yeah, my first job was full of fossils, and now I'm a fossil. Yeah, that's something else we were talking about the other day. I can remember when I was like in my late teens, and men who were like in their 50s, they all used to wear pants and a shirt, even to work. You know what I mean? Pants and shirts and normal shoes. First job as a paper girl, yeah. And I always used to think to myself, God, they look old, the men in their 50s. And, you know, my dad, he'd wear pants and a shirt, you know, and put a blazer on to go to work and stuff like that, you know. And shoes, normal shoes. You know, you won't be seen dead wearing that nowadays. It's weird, isn't it, how it's changed, you know. It's strange how it's all changed. And I always used to look at them and think, God, they look old. And now I'm in the same position. But I don't wear pants and shirts. I forgot what we were going to say then. Now we're talking about music and how we're going to say something that's gone from my mind. I'm talking about Ireland and music and it's totally gone from my mind now. What are we going to say? I can't remember. Bucketing it down. Bucketing it down. And now we one of them. Yeah, true. Oh, something on your play. That's we're on about music and Ireland and you. And there's a track on my playlist when I was driving here, and it were Simple Minds, Belfast Child. I thought, what a good track this is, and I hadn't heard it for ages. Yeah, my granddad always dressed well every day, always signed his shoes at night, and ironed a crease down the middle of his trousers. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it, how I went on the 3801 sim train today around Central West. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a right good song, that. It's, I mean, Simple Minds, I can take them or leave them, but that Belfast Child, I like that track. Yeah. And it come up on my playlist today, on my Spotify playlist recommendation thing, and so I added it into my playlist, and I thought, yeah, what a good track this is. Don't quite know what the story is behind it, but she moved through the fair. Right. It's a good track, I like it. Old Jim Kerr, Dirty Chrissy Hine. Ah. I'm into them sort of slow, sort of, I don't know how you describe them, but, you know, them sort of slower music. Slower, I don't know, seem to have more meaning to them, like. A bit of a story to tell. Yeah. So Chrissy live too, she was outstanding. Ah. I used to like Deacon Blue, me. Is that bad or good? I'm waiting for all comments to chat. I have some of that. I have one of them on my playlist, Deacon Blue. You can't beat a very song, Billy Joel. You can't beat. Yeah, I used to love Deacon Blue. You can't beat a story song, Billy Joel, Brave. They all sing story. Yeah, yeah, I used to love it. I remember Deacon Blue, and I sung one of the records in it was called St John's Tavern in Blackburn. It's not there now; it's demolished. I used to up a spiral ramp to get to it, and it was called St John's Tavern, and I was only about 20, I think. And I sung a Deacon Blues song. It was that ship called Dignity. That's it, Dignity. That was the one I sung, Dignity. That was the very song I sung, Dignity. And we'll sail around the west coast through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays. They'll be doing the rounds and all that lot. Yeah. And I sung that on a karaoke. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that night. A right good night it were. Because my mum was there, right funny. I never knew she was there until I walked in, and she was there in the same pub with my stepdad. Really, my stepdad at the time. Yeah, it will have been. Foy Vance. Yeah, Marvin Gaye, yeah. Foy Vance sings something was amazing. If you don't like it, storytelling songs, my friend Maxie was amazing. He died recently, but the songs are on YouTube. Amazing. Hello, WA Productions. How are we doing? It's a freight train coming from China. It's soon. I'll have a look on timetable just for you now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I love that track. That's Dignity. Love it. I love it. In fact, I like lots of them. I like most of Deacon Blue stuff, to be fair. You've got approximately 12 minutes to wait, old Mac. 12 minutes to wait. It's currently at Wigan, Boar's Head. So according to this, it says it's going to arrive here in 12 minutes. I think it'll be a bit earlier than 12 minutes, but there we go. That's the situation. Amazing spot there. Yeah, it's alright. When the poaching takes out. I'll tell Fergus to cross his legs. Yeah. I want to take wee Jeff out, but every time I step foot outside the door, there's a monsoon, yeah. Yeah, oh, you're having rain over there, are you, Heather? Like I say, it's amazing. For the last 3 hours, we've barely had a spot here now. This live's been running now for 200 minutes. But yeah, it's barely had a spot since I first arrived. All for us, and yeah, on Thursday night, I went into what I call the little Tesco's at Bank Top anyway. It's by the bar, and I got back out, sat in my car, and it started raining really heavy. I thought, God, I've just timed that well. Just got back in car, and then it started hailstoning. I mean, white rocks bouncing everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, dogs. It's funny, but the Westie we used to have wouldn't go out in rain. As soon as you open the door, just wouldn't even think about it going out in rain. But the sheepdog we had before then didn't bother it. Never batted an eyelid at rain. It'd go out rain or shine, weren't bothered. Yeah, sheepdog. I remember the one day he'd ate nearly the entire contents of the fridge. I was sat in an armchair, and I have twin daughters, and they're both nearly 22 now, but donkeys years ago we had this sheepdog, and kids were only 3, just toddlers wandering around, toddling around, and I'm sat in an armchair and they're playing with their toys and stuff. And I dozed off in an armchair, and I opened my eyes, I went, oh God, what's happening? Where are they? And I couldn't find, kids weren't in the room or anything, and dog weren't there. I thought, oh my God, what's happened? I shot up, flew into the back room, into the kitchen, and they just sat there, both kids with dog in the middle. It was like something out of a cartoon. Sat on the floor, cross-legged, and kids were just feeding dog the contents at the fridge. I couldn't believe it. The dog were loving it. Yeah. One kid either side, sheepdog sat in the middle. Sheepdog was sat in the middle, called Lucy it were, sheepdog, sat in the middle, one kid either side, and they were just opening packets of ham and stuff and just feeding them straight to dog. A full packet of sausage rolls, there were a pack of 4 sausage rolls, all gone, everything. I thought, oh my God. I thought when wife gets home, she's not going to be impressed with this. Half of food missing. Yeah. I'll never forget that, because when I opened my eyes, I panicked, because they were all, dog and kids, they were all there in the living room with me, playing with their toys and stuff. And I just got up, and I was in like red alert. Oh my God, where are they all? I couldn't find Jeff once. I looked everywhere, but he had him in her room in a doll's pram. Oh, brilliant. Those kids are brilliant, aren't they? I couldn't believe that day. Dog must have thought, this is great, this. Just sat in front of the fridge, being hand-fed food, and kids were just tittering and laughing to each other. They're only 3. Toddlers, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Because I just opened my eyes and I just panicked. I thought, God, where is everybody? And I flew up, I did. They were, yeah. Yeah, because I had that dog before I even met the wife, when I lived on my own, you see. I had that dog because we got the dog from a previous relationship before I even met wife. And it was a bugger for opening the fridge door on its own. I had to put one of them little clippy child locks on it, because it was a right clever dog it were, and it worked out how to stick its neck and push the door open. So I had to put one of them little like white clippy things on that they put on for stop children and stuff, you know. Because I'll never forget one year I'm in the kitchen and I thought, yeah, just fancy. I thought, yeah. lived on my own, I thought, hello, Cap Studios, how we doing? Yeah, I lived on my own, and I thought, Carl was giving out about Jeff laying on his side of his bed. I said, hey, he was there before you. Yeah. And this one particular day, I thought, yeah, I'll just have that gammon. There was some gammon in the fridge. I opened the fridge door, it was gone. I thought, bugger me, I don't remember eating that. I mean, I lived on my own, there was just me and dog. And I thought, well, bugger me, I don't remember eating that gammon. I thought I must have had it one night when I come in sloshed or something, you know. You know, you've had a few, you forget what you do, don't you? So I had something else. Anyway, it was snowing outside, and it'd been snowing for a day or two. Off and on. Anyway, snow thawed, disappeared, and bloody gammon were in backyard. Under its snow. Dog had nicked it and took it in backyard. Yeah, when snow cleared, there were two pieces of gammon mutilated. Well, thanks for that. Here comes your freight train. Old Mac is back. And it's on the slow line as well. So you get a slower view of it. And it looks like a Tesco train. I could be wrong. My old dog Floyd came running into the house with a leg of lamb. Turns out a neighbour my mum had been arguing with had been cooking it. My dog stole it from her kitchen. Had to buy her a new lamb. Hello Manilo, how are we doing? Great freight. How's it going, Manilo? Get that dog took out now. Old Mac is back. Tell Fraser he no longer needs to cross his legs. Are you accepting new mods? Hang about. I'll give you a mod, Manilo, because I know who you are. Oh dear. There you go. Sorted. Hello, Chris, how we doing? Catch you later, old Mac is back. Thanks for your conversation today. Look forward to the next one. Enjoyed the crack. That's it. That's what it's all about. A good crack. See you later. All good, mate. All right. Well, touch wood here. It's not rained for, well, 3 hours. It's not rained. Well, I think it's time. It hasn't rained here for about 20 minutes. I think it's time I called it a do. I've been on here now for 207 minutes, which is 3 hours and 27 minutes. And that's not including the stream I started that went off after half an hour. So it's been a long afternoon. So thank you everybody for your input. And having a good crack. Thanks a lot everybody, and I'll catch you all later. I can get my bloody phone out of bracket. Catch you all later folks, thanks a lot. See you on the next one.